Camera's much better than the other. A little bit more finicky, but anyway. Alright, now let's set this up with the other thing. Yes. Mic is bad. It's the same mic. Are you saying that it sounds worse than normal? Alright, well, let me give it a listen. Um, how's that? That's a good point. I shouldn't have to keep talking. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to get this image in OBS onto the other thing because I have it grouped. So let's see. If we ungroup, okay. It should work. Yeah. This thing. Be able to do this. I know what's happening. Whoops. I was here the whole time. We also need to add this back. That's been good. Okay. How's that look? Does that look? Does it sound? All the placements. Damn. What's How's that? Check the others. Yeah, so this camera is only going to last with the one battery for hopefully all of the first hour and a half. And then we can move it. We'll move to the buy dummy battery. What do you mean a dummy battery? Like a spare? Like it'll charge in the camera while I shoot? Big battery charges while I shoot. That'd be cool. I don't know why that would just be the normal battery. Oh, so it's like you plug it in and leave the thing open and then you just charge the battery? Oh, I bet you. Um, I does that work? I didn't mean to. Oh, you can't keep posting it. So let me make you a mod first, and you can keep posting. It's how I went in. And then actually, what's that? Um, right now, I'm on Twitch. What's your um, name in the YouTube chat? Is it the same? Is it different? Okay. I can try to get one of these after the stream is over. Kathleen. You could just type it. Maybe not. No, very good. Okay, so your first announcement. There. You now have all the superpowers I can do. So let's go with that. Here. I think the camera is set up properly now. This may be different. just gonna talk about the second books. Like this. Okay. Cool. This works for SL2. Yeah. Okay. That would be good, so I don't have to keep switching batteries out. And then you just have to leave the thing open. We can close it. That's like an exit port. Right. Do all the shopping after the stream. Yeah, I put some stuff in my cart. I just haven't like checked out yet. Is it really that bad? I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. It's not great. Yeah. Well, we're making progress. Let me see. I was trying to see if there were any way, if there's like a way for me to fix the colors on some of this stuff. This I don't need anymore. Let's go do all this. So let's see. Let me go. What do we? Oh yeah, gotta do this. Okay. This is not the place to put this though. Let's go to. We're gonna make a couple things here. That's right. It's, we're gonna have three. And then yeah. So if I go to where I can see the colors here. But I think all of these are going to be bad. I don't know why they're all bad. Let's see. There we go. This makes it look old. I think it's light mode. Well, this will at least be better than what I have. So. Where's, okay, here are the code. I don't know if I need all of this. Should just need this. Why is all this so complicated? Okay. We've got the colors. So terminal colors. Overloads. Do I have to this first? Region 3, which is same thing. That should be enough. Otherwise, let me go. What? Alright. I'm not doing all this right now. This is a lot of garbage. Let's go back. Okay. So just use whatever this color is until maybe we should be able to put this. And then, this is probably super easy to do, and I'm just not good at it. What's this? Is this too? So we're just going to This is what we chose. Let's see the vibrance. I guess it's better than what we had before. So. Okay. So let's go back to this. This is the plan. Still trying to make a copy of the United Against Poverty website. Oh, I didn't turn my mic. A little bit brighter. It's one of those so super dark. Let's see. So we're going to make a copy of their website, and then we're going to try to add the R dashboard, which my coworker got like the first run at, so we should be able to look at it. And then probably skip this for today, since that's more like brainstorming at first. And then we can work on continuing to learn Tokyo so that we can build web scrapers. And then this is way later, tinkering with the math. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this charity project going for real. I need one more of these. what was it? Nothing to do. Yeah, and then this shouldn't change, so that's a good one to have by the chat. Okay. Okay. I haven't done any of this since Friday. Anyways, my code was showing me this would definitely go. They're showing me this website that you just found. I haven't looked at it yet. You're saying there might be some statistics or something we could use. It's declined modestly. Although the decline of families with children is limited to those found in unsheltered locations, the number of people using shelters over a year as part of a family has increased. There's considerable variation at the state and local levels, okay? The largest states account for about half of the national estimate of people experiencing homelessness. Different rates of homelessness, the share of that population is found homeless by point in time counts. Let's see what these are. Since we might not be able to look at like individual patients, since their data is probably not very good, there's a chance that we end up just using general statistics. Given you received this many patients at a given time, and that this is the population of the city, and these are the rates of those people in that city, this is probably the proportions you saw of those people in your data. Something like that. So let's see what these are. This sounds like numbers. Numbers are good. Counts are estimated of sheltered and unsheltered homeless populations on a single night in January. Okay, so it's like a yearly thing. Age, gender, yada yada. Theology. Sound approach. Accuracy of counts, okay. January 2016, 403, what's it called? Continuums of care. Across the country, conducted PIT counts. While the unsheltered PIT count was not required in 2016, 345 submitted a sheltered count. Oh, 345 also, 86% of them also submitted the unsheltered count. Okay, so this sounds like it might be the actual data. Then we have the annual homeless assessment report. So yeah, so annual data is not going to really help us much, unfortunately. I mean, we could interpolate, but that's a stretch. On the populations, homeless management system for the past 12 months, permanent supportive housing. Okay, so let's look at 2018, I guess. A state, and we want Florida, since I don't think this organization extends beyond Florida. Like they might gather materials and like food and stuff beyond Florida, but sheltered, unheld, sheltered by household type, subpopulation. Let's just look at the data. This looks like, okay, hopefully this isn't yearly. Ooh, it's in a PDF. Our children. Okay. See, even this, even like interpolating would be tough because if it's trends down, it would be a whole year before. But it can give us hints. So like HIV/AIDS, domestic violence, veterans, substance abuse, severe mental disability. Can accompany youth, parenting youth. Okay, so not a lot of these children of parenting youth. Yeah, like not only could this help us find actual places to scrape, but it could help us, if we look at the trend over time, we can see other places we might want to look. But I don't know if we would need to scrape this or anything. I don't know if we could. Since it's a text. I mean, you could, it's always a way, but. Let's see. Then we have demographics. Okay. Unsheltered. By gender. Okay. And age. Most people are over 24. Persons in households with at least one adult and one child. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, I don't know if we can use that, but homeless management system. View the data. Other type method for tracking emergency shelter. Okay. Universal data elements are those which HIMSS participating in projects are required to complete. It's important to know that federal funding sources often require the projects they fund to maintain and report an additional element. Identified as program-specific elements. Universal data elements are elements required to be collected by all projects using the software as in HMIS. Okay. Do we have access to this data though? Metadata elements. Information date, project identifier, person ID. That would be cool if we could tie it back to the data we have. Quality and functionality. Where's the actual data though? Data and technical standards. This is just the standards. It's providers. Multi-year version as well as specific goals and objectives. Interactive tools. Trying for COC. Let's see. This doesn't look super useful. Additional resource and effects make a difference. The number of people who experience homelessness is not so large as to be insurmountable. Underlying research evidence. Number of people experiencing homelessness. Yeah, it's like one, yeah, like one bad thing, like say a pandemic, could just undo all of this for a long time. So let's try to get better results. Unsheltered. What are the data on people experiencing homelessness? Okay. Is this all of it? These are raw files. Open it up. I think I've ever used this spreadsheet. It's not fun. What about the row number? Maybe let's look at Florida. Okay. I know a lot of this means. Interesting. Organization ID, organization name. This is all going to be taken at like a point in time, not like a time series. We have like actual addresses of people. But these are the organization. Yes. Yeah. It's like a double thing. Like it's the organization. Oh, we have we have the zip. That's cool. Okay. Interesting. Around beds. Okay. It doesn't seem super useful. But that's okay. There's other things we can use. At least that data is a little more stable. It's a homelessness. And then Illinois, not the next state I would have guessed. Pretty big jump though. I mean, about the same as between Florida and Texas. Also not against Texas, but it's huge, so. National synopsis. Yeah, I'm sure some of this stuff is still relevant, but COVID probably spun everything out. Okay, well, anyways. I'm sure my coworkers will look at this more. I need to get started on something. So let's see, how do we start looking at this website? So what I want to do is try to copy the CSS of this. Basically to have this top bar, these things, these don't have to go anywhere, but they would be nice to be here so that I can go down and click whatever our thing is. And then this middle part we can replace. Well, this is all middle part, I guess, all the way down to the footer. And then I think the footer's the same. The question is, how do we do this? Let's move this to 6. Oh, did I just move all of that? I don't want to move all of it. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I want. Now, how do we copy this? Where should we start? So let's see, I just want to get where do the broad text of the sites? Can I just parts inspect, what does this do? I would just get this, I guess. But even this is not all of it, right? Oh, yeah, we go up. There we go. I mean, I guess I could just use this and just copy it over. I have to set something like this up. Yeah, how do I do this? I guess that's a bad example. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it doesn't look very organized. Okay. So this is the thing. Let's see. I really want to just go to, and then how do we make just HTML, I guess. Let's drag it. Let's see. Okay. So, do you know about regex? I do know a little bit about expressions. What? Is that helpful here? Wait. I just. I don't know anything about HTML. So that's the real problem, I think. Ooh, man, I do not like these colors. Okay. And class Node.js. So can I skip this? Or no? Homepage template default page ID 4 initialized. So this class is probably referencing something that is not here. Oh, that's gonna make this tough. Let's see. Let's start simple. This is two. Yeah. So it's saying that if I do this, I should be able to. Oops. Why these are colored differently? Anyways. Can I just open this file somehow? Be new to coding. I am new to a lot of coding. I'm new to HTML for sure. And CSS. Basically any web stuff I'm new to. But so is everyone else on the project. So here I am. Trying to figure things out. Can I open this somehow? Does this run? No, you can't run files, right? That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, do I have to sudo for some reason? Can you open it in? Let's see it. I like this. Hey, thanks. Use VS Code. Why would I use VS Code? Is it better for HTML? So let's see. That makes sense. It's much easier to code with. Yeah. I don't know. I like Maven. It's fun. I think it's interesting. I use VS Code at work for sure. Just to mesh with my teammates, you know. Okay. So the way my brain is working is that I should just be able to move stuff and just eventually this should look like this somehow. But I'm sure it's not that simple because there's links and stuff in here that, and like stuff that aren't links, like these class references that I'm sure are pointing somewhere else. Not if you don't have their style sheets. You're saying it's not going to work if I don't have their style sheets. I mean, the colors look pretty basic. I can just like eyedrop the colors, right? Some of these links are style sheets. Do the style sheets create the shapes of the boxes? Yeah, and it's nice because it looks like they just use the template. So like these are all the same color. Right, and then this is all extra. So it's really only 3 sections. Like, I bet if I found like a footer. How does this work? Okay, yeah. It doesn't take me to the thing though, I guess. Or is that, or did it? Check this one. Oh, it's going slow. You have a header, nav bar, body, and a foot. A nav bar. Oh, you're saying the thing with the links, that's the nav bar. Okay. So this part should be at the bottom, which is where we are. Okay. And then this is a container. And then this has stuff in it, which I can't see. Okay. So eventually I should be able to find this text, right? It's just all just literally in there. Okay. Gotcha. But the colors will be different, is what you're saying. So I don't have those. And then I just have to close all of these. Overflow. I don't know what that means. The element is causing an element to overflow. Oh, that's part of the browser telling me, not part of the code. That makes sense. Just get the hex value. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that once I get the is there a clean way to replace the CSS with hex, like in the HTML, or no? So can I copy this? Copy. No. And it all has to be between HTML, I'm guessing. Okay, so this is like, I'm pointing at the screen. This is like a container, and then this is like the web page, and this is just the doc type, which explains why this is a different color. So let's see if it's there. Nice. And then I just need to replace where I copied it from. So footer top. And then, yeah, that looks right. Okay. And then if I make a change, would I just refresh it here, I guess? It should. So I should be able to close this since it's not running in the thing. You know, let's put in style equals color as an attribute in HTML text. Okay. Or you can make a style tag. you should grab the CSS file from the page 2. You reference a container from their HTML, but they define it in their CSS, then it won't be the same. Okay. So we make the style tag. If you don't want to use the connection, you should download their CSS. Oh, because you're saying it will ping their web server every time? That makes sense. Yeah, because what I was doing before was just trying to copy all of it, which there's like 1,000 links. So, okay, so you're saying I should be able to go in here and copy CSS path. Yeah. Well, I'm not an expert by any means. So does this do something similar, or is it just the paths? Let's see. Those are in the wrong place, I feel like. HTML, Node.js. Oh, this is just all of it for the whole page? Style editor tab should tell you where that file is. Style editor. Where is that? This? Ah. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we have these things, and then that should map over here somehow. Footer less. What's less? Inline style sheet. So this is inline. Okay. Awesome. So is there not there's not a mapping between these, what I just pasted and what's over here. Oh, this doesn't word wrap, or it does word wrap. Yeah, definitely not, because there's a ton here. There's not much here. Dot less CSS. What is this? Ruby Seraph. You know how you import a package when you create a project? Yeah. Importing a library. You need to link the style sheet to all its methods. So like this is a CSS file, all of this. See, this is gigantic. Look at this. Or the containers that they created in. Okay, well, how do I do this like step by step? I guess is what I need to know. Because this is a lot all at once. Like, so I'm not going to try to copy their thing. But I do need to try to do something. So like this is a class, right? So this should be over here, is what I'm thinking. No. But it's in a file somewhere, I guess. What's my goal? My goal is I need to copy the appearance of this website so that I can basically sell the project to them. Otherwise, they're not going to understand how to use it. Or they're not going to believe that it can be implemented. We're skipping ahead. Start basics. I'm trying to start with basics. They stacked a lot of different CSS framework into it. Ooh, that doesn't sound like good news for me. You check the head tag in HTML to see what CSS files they used. Okay. Let's do that. This. Oh, so this is like it's like separate, like you have a container just for imports. That's what the head is. With a header, navbar, body, footer. Create the layout and then add column containers for content. Okay. And add color containers for content. So you're saying I don't need all of this. I should just make the boxes. This looks pretty standard though. Let's get rid of it for now. Okay. So let's see. Can I do this? No, it's not. Okay. So would this work? Or no, I'm missing a thing. So there's two divs, and then that would be closed. So it needs to be like this. So does this part work? Start small. Yeah, for sure. I just need to, baby bites. Let's see. So I think this is a lot. And then the HTML closes. Did I delete the footer somehow? Footer. Yeah, so the footer closes after this part, I think. I know. All right, well, this is a lot of stuff. Let's just try again. Delete all of that. Yeah. It's a good page for footers. Head. HTML forms, graphics. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't see footer anywhere. I might be missing it. But this would need to be closed either way, right? Like, start. Biggest CSS file, step 2, link it to the header of HTML. Step 3, define the footer in the CSS file. Define the footer in the CSS file. It's not in the HTML. So for call the footer container in HTML. You can do inline, but that sucks. Are they doing inline? Is that what I'm looking at here? Or is this what you're talking about? Is this? There's 3 ways. I mean, did they do it correctly here, or is this, am I just going off of a bad example? External, internal, inline. So inline is just the dumb way, right? Like I would do it. And then external is like you have the files hosted on the server or something. Come on. You write inline by writing style equals in and out. Styles. Style equals. Okay, so like this. Style equals background image. So they inlined this JPEG. Got it. They have internal is by making a style tag with style. So this probably has style in it. Somewhere. Let's see. Let's see it. External is by making a file called CSS and linking it to the HTML in your head. Okay, so Kata was describing external. Both internal and inline works in an HTML page. Usually style tag is in head. Oh, I see. So it's not like they have style tags everywhere. It's like here. They have JavaScript stuff happening. The reason why we write in external is because it takes the least of priority. Let's say that H1 had colored red. It takes the least of priority. Okay. So would this work at all? Wait, can I just do this? Oh wait, that's the wrong page. Is this? Yeah, so it has, okay, it has a footer. It looks like that works. We made a inline style in the H1. You can override it. Oh, I see. It's like a sequencing type thing. So it sets the defaults externally, and then you can override it inline. Yeah, that makes sense. That's smart. And then, so this has a footer now. But then what's in it? Let's see. Class footer. Class before. So if I come in here, and this has container. So I don't know what this does. Let's see. So it's doing this. Okay, so footer starts. They just added like a section, which is what the meat of it is, I guess. And then footer, container, then before. So I'm missing this part. And then this next part has it as well. Oh. not sure it's that easy though. Let's see. We do that, and then that might work. It's just registering as text. That's weird. Oh, because you probably have to close it with the after. After, div. Okay. No. It's a pseudo element. For like ordering. So why is it going to text here then? It should not show up at all, right? Am I not passing it something properly? H5. Make a style tag in the header, is what you're saying? This is in the body. The footer is in the body. Yeah. Okay. So body is closed and then that's closed. So I'm putting this in the wrong spot anyway. Okay. And then body style. Okay. You're saying like. Oops. Yeah. And it's probably this thing. Where did my HTML close go? Surprised it works without that. Okay. Yeah. Well, that looks like I made it worse somehow. Don't put anything between. Oh. You're saying just here. Oh, I did the wrong one. Whoops. And then right H1 for like for header one. Okay, so that's back. That's good. H1 is in between parentheses. Between the curls. So we call an element we want to style. Okay. HTML. Oh. So we want to change color, like color red. So in here. Probably wants to like this. Yeah. Ah, I see. So it's coloring. Okay, so you're referencing here. So if I wanted to color something else, I would just reference the tag. That makes sense. So this is the inline way of doing it. So we would sort of have to do it this way since we don't have their CSS files. Okay, so it's basically once I get the boxes built out, this is internal. Oh, okay. So internal is referencing and then inline is just doing it where the stuff is, I guess. Do you ever see that? Okay. So yeah, inline is writing it like this, H1 style like this. Okay, yeah, like in the line, obviously. Okay. That sounds worse though, because then you have to like go through everything, right? Style equals color red. Got it. Okay. So I guess the first step is to just get the boxes set up, and then after all of that, we can go through and grab the hex colors and color everything in. By doing an inline on each one, though, we're saying like here, H1 style equals this, and then pose H1. So like within this, same here. So, those are not quite. What did I do wrong? I guess this is gonna help, unless it's just it's white. The H1 style should it just be separate from this? Like this. Like this, I guess. You don't do it between the elements, you do it in the first element. So you're saying, so not this. You're saying within the style. Oh, sorry about that. My Nightbot has never encountered symbols before. That's also annoying. I gotta fiddle with these settings. On me for code. Okay. Let me go. You're on Twitch, yeah. That's not too See. Oh. Oh, whoops. There. Just like accidentally forgot to put in the mod. What was it after the style, not after each one? Was it after the style, not after each one? Mod privileges. Like, yeah. Yeah, I need to fiddle with the settings. This is the newborn Nightbot. So, we're just saying, was it after the style, not after each one? So you're saying not after this H1? Oh, wait. No, I guess I don't know what you're saying. Whoops. This. So this part is definitely wrong. Okay. Was it after this style, not after each one? What did you already type it? Yeah, I can't see what it typed. I think. Oh wait, is this it? Style. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, you're good. It's part of the tag. That makes more sense actually. And then I don't know if you have to like put something in between there or not. Oh, I see what you're saying. This whole line is wrong. Style equals code group. Okay. Style. Hey, nice. Thanks, man. This is a ton of help. So making more sense now. Okay. Still a long way off, but way ahead of where I started. Okay. So what's going on with these before-after things? Or what else? What should I do next, I guess? I'm still, I mean, should I be starting from the top instead of the footer? That might make more sense. Is this a problem? Delete this. Delete everything. You're saying like start a new file? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we overrid the red. That's interesting. Okay. Last was text white. Is that a thing over here? the initial CSS, make another H1, but put it before. In the internal CSS, saying this, make another H1, but put this right after it. So within these curly brackets, no, yeah, I didn't think so. H1 before. I guess I don't know what the difference between the CSS and the HTML is. I thought this whole thing was HTML. It's a style for that element. Anything in the brackets is a style for that element. Right. This is a style and then this. So this style section is the CSS. Which one? You're saying like this. Got it. Assuming the yes was to the CSS question, not this part. Style section is the CSS. Okay. I thought they were like separate things. That makes more sense, I guess. Since they tie together. What is this doing? Okay, so I deleted those. So the before isn't breaking anything here, but I can't tell what it's doing either. Said make another, but it's whoops. Content apple brackets. Okay. This. Oops. Might need to put in parentheses. Put in parentheses like this. Let's see what that would do. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Oh. Oops. So that it registers it as text. Okay. No worries. So that's interesting. So this is basically saying like put a red apple before any H1 header. Yeah, and then that doesn't have the blue part applied to it. So that makes sense. Cool. We've got a very patriotic page going on here. So how does that map to what they have here? So like this logo would be like a picture that they added to the header. I guess that's not how you figure it out. Thanks before. Yeah, that makes sense. It's got to be in here. And it's got to be in here. Okay. and this is the link. So the ahref hyperlink reference, I'm assuming, and then they have this. Okay, so this is the PNG file. Pseudo elements aren't really needed all the time, but can be useful to know. Okay, so yeah, they were using them here. I don't know what that would do. Is this basically saying put this container before any other containers that would be put into this footer? And then you have rows, and then you have an after. So they're like sandwiching their containers. Okay. Before it has its own styles. Yeah, like we sort of did here. Or are you saying like this? This part has its own style. Container. Footer. Saying that this before part has its own style. Oh, like this text is different. Assuming it's this. This is the before. These are all before, I guess. Okay. Let's see what the style would be though. It's referencing this class. Maybe for animation reasons. Just have to look. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty, it's a charity organization, so I don't know how much budget they put into like making a website, but you can see these people, I guess. I hope this wasn't updated in 2021. I mean, I guess it had to be updated for the COVID banner, but couldn't have been that big of a remake. Yeah, this looks, their website just looks like a WordPress website. Well, so the before would apply to this, so this and then this. These are separate befores. We have a big W in inspection. Put in. What you're saying in their thing. I mean, I don't need to go inspect their thing. I'm sure they did a fine job. I feel like once I get going with this, it'll be a lot easier. Then it'll just be about, you know, grinding the work out. So you can tell. I think you can pay to take it off though. That's funny. It's like you get a little extra value. You're like selling to take your time stop off because your work is so bad. I don't know, or like obvious. It's funny. Okay. So we have this. So let's just start with the header then, I guess, instead of the footer. The footer, I thought the footer was working. 2 divs, row, footer, body. Yeah. Maybe it's not. Oh no, it is. Okay, that's fine. I'll just leave that there for now then. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is, you say how do you get Element tabs. Yeah, you saw how you get element tabs. What about classes? That's a good point. The classes were the thing that was confusing me. I'm guessing those are like a key value reference to an external file, but I might be wrong. Because I don't see them referenced anywhere else. Classes can be named anything, but the suspense. We reference them in CSS files. Yeah. That sounds like the bad news. Is there a way for me to get those files? Are they somewhere that I can get to? Not sure how much of this matters. No, it's really easy. You'll see what I mean. Okay. I'll take your word for it. In the internal style, type dot row. Like, that's in my thing here. Make it now. Make a new one. Like H2 or something. Or saying like H1. This. Like this. You're saying not this. Or you're saying up here. That would make more sense. No, H1. What? So this is a new one. Let's see. That's the thing. Just that row. So none of this. Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't think that would be what you meant, but okay. What does that do? I don't notice anything. You can elements and attributes by their names in CSS. Okay. Yeah, so it's like a key. So like H1 is the header. Or the inside of H1 or inside of the row. guessing inside of the row. Also put background color green. Like it here. Between row. Okay. And what was the other thing? Forward again. Are you like a web dev, Crash? Are you like a professional? Sound like professional. Ah, interesting. So it padded after it? Made the background color this. No job, but I've been doing it since high school. Oh, that's cool. Nice. You've got way more experience than me. So did this padding part is that what put it beneath my paragraph? Or no? So this is all one thing. Interesting. So how do we write comments? Let's see. Can I like do this? Does that do anything? Text space within the element. Why is that highlighted? That's annoying. Why is this at 5? Let's see. Oh, no, it's not even there. So put it so you can see what hasn't changed. Okay. We don't have anything in data class equals rows. I made space. Oh, I see what you're saying. That was the footer I was in? Where it says row here? Yeah, what is this? Why is it doing that? It's annoying. Yes, you can style. Yes, you style this box. Okay. That makes sense. So I created this class. So I'm just naming this div section. And then I can reference that. So dot row is referencing the class. It's not like a keyword. Okay, cool. And Nice. So that looks like something like what they're doing here, except that they've got text on top of it. One more thing going on. IDs. IDs. I'm guessing that's more of an idea than a. Or is it like this? No. What are IDs? They're like the class. They're like class. The difference is you can have multiple classes, but you can't have multiple IDs. Oh. Okay, so like if I was changing the row color, it would change all the row colors. But if I wanted a specific element, I would have to reference the ID of that element. Interesting. So like this. Okay, I missed it. ID equals menu. So this is the only menu. No. Oh. Okay. That sounded so right. What part did I get wrong? You just said yes. Stream delay. Oh, okay. Am I dropping frames? No. Okay. Good. I think my camera battery is about to die. It's not a dummy battery. Here. While you're doing that, I'm going to switch out the cameras. Let's see. Right, this. That's not it. Here. Okay. Cool. How do you kind of stuff? Like just now or in general? My mic is not great. I'm upgrading that soon. It's Prime Day, so should be a few days till the new mic gets here. Yeah, I just got the new camera set up, but I didn't realize the battery life was so bad. Well, not bad. I mean, lasts for a little over an hour and a half, but they make batteries that are just always live, basically. You can plug in. 1 second. Let me finish setting this up, and then I'll Read everything so. Yeah. Okay. Now it's going to start. Oh, that's annoying. Oh. I don't know. I didn't change anything. Appreciate it. Okay. So let's see. What did you say? So you have something like this. H1 classic is row. H2 classic is row. This works. Okay. H1 ID. Yeah, so you can't have multiple IDs. We'll only reference the first cell. Okay, it's good to know what order it is. Could be a wire. Oh yeah, I did fiddle with the wires. Yes. They're all in there pretty solid. But not sure. The column ID and style tags, like, use a hashtag. Okay. So, if this was an ID, so this is not an ID. Why did it say ID? It's not being a footer. This is not an ID. So I'm looking for hashtags. Your footer, my footer. This. Okay. Oh, you're saying to reference them up here, I use a hash. So if I was, so this is for H1. So if I wanted to say, like, footer. And then I just repeating this. This way. There we go. This would be the footers row, right? Let's see. This should do. Yeah. So there's no need to make that. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's just referencing this. Because I'm not referencing it anywhere else. It's already doing this. Okay, gotcha. So it doesn't matter that it's tied to the H1. I guess it's not tied to the H1. This is not like a dot extension, it's just a reference. So you're saying if I so the footer is called footer top. So I would do like this. I don't know if that would be visible. It's a class. So whenever class element ID is reference, how that stuff. Yeah. That pattern. Yeah, that's right. What is EN? Is that like 4 lines? Also make and I say oops. That's something. Or you add a pattern here. But this does nothing. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Oh, so it's like wrap around. So when they say top, they mean above. That's interesting. Oh, it is for the text. No, okay, so they don't say color, like text color, they just say color. You should know that that's text. Footers and parent element. Okay, so it's like a nesting. So I have, what did I just do? Yeah, so I made the background color of the ID footer top, which is the name of the footer. That, and then the row, which is inside the container, which is inside the footer, is going to be green as a background because we named it dot row. Yes, that's okay. It's all coming together. Yeah, so this is pretty good. I feel like I'm pretty close to being able to do this off stream tomorrow, which will be good because I feel like there's a decent amount of work here. But like, this is the crazy thing is where I work, like no one does anything with web, so this is gonna like blow their mind. Let's see. So what do I actually want to do? So you think we're good to like start looking at the actual website, how it's mapped out? So this header looks, there's a lot to look at. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not saying there's not. Like I'm not going super difficult here. I'm just trying to like mimic some of the superficial stuff. Yeah, yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I'm aware. I'm not like I know very little still. But the rest of like the bulk of the material of what we're building is going to be auto-generated into an HTML from the R library. CSS attributes. is changing. Oh, right. Usually easy to learn. Okay. Do you work with like backend stuff at all? No. You just do front end. Yeah. What do you write backend in? Is it like Node.js or some flavor of JavaScript? CSS properties. This is good. I actually have a list for this. Let's see. Feed small files. So basically this is part of this. Stop pause. Node.js, JavaScript, NoSQL, and then PHP. That I think I don't know the map though. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't know if my website. Yeah, sure. I mean, you should be able to links to Honda. I don't know if my chat stopped auto scrolling, which was weird. Let's take a look. Ooh, that's cool. I like the full screen. Yes. This, what do I do? Is this loading something? Or is this just an image? Okay, there we go. React, Node, HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, SQL. What's the newest? What's this? Instagram photo. Oh. Oh, that's nice. It's like a video. Can you make this website? This is pretty cool. Were any of these like for someone, or were you just building stuff? So you just drop it. Okay. Oh no, it's just that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just running through the test cases. And then let's see this one. It's neat. Oh, it's got like the enlargement. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's so crazy to me. Like, you still see, like, even in 2021, you still see people with, like, terrible websites. They're like a real business and a terrible website. This. That's the default text. Oh, that's pretty cool, dude. Okay. Alright. What's that? Oh, limit distance. Okay. That's what I did. Let's see. Oh, why am I? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. That's what. That'll do it. That'll do it. So what are we saying? SVG. And make sure we have. Let's see. Let's go back up. This one. Ah, that's fancy. Is that like JavaScript doing something? I can't even understand how you get that out. I'm over here trying to make colored rectangles. CSS. That sounds like some wizard stuff. HTML, let's see. Man, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, you were right about me not knowing anything, so this proves it. Let me write down what you said. Let me just else in the chat. See if this attributes. I didn't even see some of this. Let's make this. So this end of it. Size. Find standard variables. Actual website. Oh. This looks more complicated than what they're doing, but this looks like a better way of doing it. Can we also write variables at CSS? We don't really know that. Yeah, that sounds right. There's always something else to know, right? Anyways. What was the other thing you said? Attributes and what? Elements or something? Probably have to send this up tomorrow. It's probably too much for time. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mess. Everything's a mess. That's okay. Not good. Oh, that's the problems I had over here. Oops. Whoops. Let's see. There we go. Over here. Okay. So putting images in, that seems, there's a link, this is an image. That seems really straightforward. But this is okay. So it is a web link. But it's on their site, I see. So how do they have it? Okay, where's event? jQuery. This is a box. That's weird. Nice. Alright. What color is this? I guess we don't need that yet. They don't even have text up here, really. They just have the, this thing. First. So we have this and then this. And then after that. And then the body is, okay, so the body's pretty big. So let's see. This stuff all makes sense. I don't think. So I think we can do it quick because I think this is. Delete. And they don't even have a heading. They just have this picture. So inside body, first thing, all of this stuff. I wonder why they named the class like this. This seems like such a, like, are they trying to make an ID out of a name? Why don't they just make an ID? style. Style. Why is that on text? That's strange. Position unset. Okay, so it's like. Oh, that's not how we did it before, I'm pretty sure. Position unset. So it's interesting. It's there's no event. That's body, and that already gets closed later on. And that, I just do this. Just do this. I think I did what I think it's supposed to do. It's strange. Let's see. Eventually indented. Oops. Class, desktop, nav, wrap, nav breaks, census, needs. We have container. And then none of them have the befores in there. That's weird. Is that not part of the text that I copied? Let's focus on this and then go back to the befores. Zero, that's whatever it's called. Right. That's for this formatting is going to be weird real quick. Okay, yeah. So this is their link. And then within that is this image. And then there's also another image. There's this other image, but they look like they're overlapping. Oh, they have different names. This one's hidden. Oh, this is for tablets? Hidden tablet? What is this for? This does something in a different state, I'm guessing. Think about it. Like that. Do this. Yeah. Okay. It shows up now. That makes sense. We should probably be looking at this full speed or full size. Because I would have missed that. I was going to read line by line. This first. It's just the same line. Okay, so they are in the same line. And they're all in the same 8 bracket. And then the div poses, A poses, div poses. make a mess. I'm making a mess. Okay, and then this class, the ID is going to be. I feel like this might have copied more than I was thinking of copying. Class HREF services. So this links to their. Okay. So this is getting into this now. Right. This links to services. Yeah. Right. That's right. So we're on this part now. Services, class. We don't have the style sheets for these, so it's not going to show up right now. Drive. The other thing. Spans. Okay. Okay, so then this is the get involved button. And this is the donate button. But we don't have the CSS that ties to these classes. So that's the part we're going to have to fix, I guess. What makes that one icon? This, I'm guessing, the donate now icon. I guess you can call it icon. Not that. It's in this. Yeah. It's much easier to see in this format. Okay, so if I do this. It's not the icon. This is the href, that makes more sense. Within this is the icon. Man, this is so cool. I can go to like any website I want and just take their stuff. Legally. Of course. So aside from this CSS file issue, I'm guessing a lot of this is just going to be going through and trying to get the right formats, the right folders. Do that. And into the next thing. Okay. So how far does everything go? After that, donate to our cause. Do it. Do it. Then there'll be afters. I don't know if that matters though. Let's see, copied all of that down. There's no folder, which is probably something I should add. Let me see if that's. Let's see. So let's see. Or doesn't know to do that. There are a bunch of classes, these styles, and if they are using frameworks, I just can't see. Yeah. Although I guess I have the advantage of, like, I'm not trying to build a whole website, right? Like, they probably did that so that they could reuse things across pages. Whereas I'm just trying to, like, make the shell. So, maybe that's easier. Hard to see. Anyways, this might show something. Let me see. We've got 5, 4, 5, 4. Is it missing one? Yeah. So this one. Okay, there's one here. So it's these. And then it's my one. Show because they have template websites you can use. I've got HTML5. Markup language used for structuring and presenting content. Interesting. You're saying there's templates of these? I think we landed in the same place. So I can get like a shell that looks similar to them. See, these all look nice. Not like the one I'm doing. Yeah, that's yeah. So that's gonna be hard for this. So this is close. What do these have? Stuff in them? Yeah, stuff in them. So what are you suggesting? That I find something similar to what they have and get familiar with daily UI and try blowing up the stuff they give you as practice? Daily UI. What's that? Let's see. phase of any scientific images of courtesy shut. So this has the C, where's the S? Yes. Tactically awesome. Please. Advanced modifying features. Super. You say it's super. So there's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. And go ahead. We ignored the let's see if I can beat this a little bit. So let's say it's like HTML, I'm always hearing this. And it's not basics. I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break in 20 minutes. Or like walk the dog and stuff. Stretch a little. I'll be back. Okay, yeah, so this part, style sheets, and then asset CSS, main.css. So this is looking that. Which so it's, yeah. So this one. So we this called awesome. Ooh, guys. Okay. This is the font, I guess. Sure what all that is. It says it to this. And then this is defining these things. Yes. Stop. Okay. Well, got that down. This. Let's just see if it does anything. Hey, we got links. Great, that makes sense. Now, so I would have just clicked this. No. Href this, which goes nowhere. Which makes sense. Okay. But these should be pictures. But I don't have, so I need to download these pictures, I guess, and change those links. Okay. So let's try that. Let's see. That did what I wanted. Copy. Yep. Link. Yeah. Save image. Let's see here. Sure. Files might have been nested. This for something small. And now that I have that, we should be able to come in. And that was the location icon. Is that right? Let's see. It should just be this file. I just do. I just. What just happened? Didn't like that. What am I gonna do? It's too far down, I guess. I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna rotation. There we go. So maybe this works. Yeah, nice. And somewhere. Interesting. Does it have to still match what we're doing? Oh, we're doing something. Let's just keep going. Image and this. Okay. And we can come in, because the sizing of this, like how it behaves on this browser is not what it works. It's crazy. It's how am I working with this thing? I have to change here. Yeah, that's there. The rest of what they're doing is not so sure. bring him up though. Let's see. What else are we missing? Links aren't going to work. This one might. Oh, this just brings you to the actual website. That's fine. And what does this do? Also brings you to the actual website. Okay. Okay, so these things are missing buttons. This is just the name of get involved. Now into our files. Let's see. What are we missing? First of all, it's all formatted terribly. So let's see. It's missing the buttons. So that stuff is working, but we're missing the formatting on these classes. Interesting. And then so the images are there. Probably like an single formatter. Essentially that. So that's gonna be a lot. Let's go to this. Let's go to. Sorry, it's just not good. The one thing I don't have open. I'm not sure these things exist. Back to this. This is another A. What's inside of this thing? Maybe that's this underscore. Interesting. Is that maybe why it's not working? Spin programs. Why is that worked? Let's see what happens if we do this. So I don't know why that's there. We just have this again now. Weird. Do anything. Well, if it doesn't do anything, I guess we just Chesterton's Vincent repair. Another day. It's on to you. This way. And also stronger. And this one ends. So why is the image not picking up? Is that part of this? Is this one missing? Probably. This one. This one. Yeah, we need that. Let's see what comes out. This one. I guess those should be in line. So this is going to be perfect. Now that I can see it, what's wrong? We don't have the images, obviously. Those are just for the icons. We don't have the classes or the CSS for the formatting. That makes sense. So I can get these images and then try to format them later. Gotcha. So let's share the image. Just get all of these. Probably just be doing something else. This is so tedious. Let's do this. Signal. Nice. And now that's right. Things here. There are boxes. Might be pictures in there. Man, this is gonna be tough. Trying to get these formatted correctly. Let's see. Is it over? I have stuff here. So Does this tell you what I need or no? So view is something that I understand, like this picture, image, images, this stuff. So let's see if we can use what we learned. Well, I guess it would be here, right? Naming a class, naming a class. And then one from separate sheet. Name, description. This might be all we get done for the website today. So we sort of need to move on to the Rust part, which is fun. Rust is fun because it really mix things up. Name, ID, name, style sheet. And this. Let's do edit. I won't edit it. From somewhere else. This, I guess. Oh. Interesting. So I'm ready for this. I'll work the system. How's your tiny? Well, I guess this is all as far as we're gonna get. Not bad, I guess. So we'll just close this down. We're going to go to this. This. This here. On this, where's the website? It started to reach, and we were here. I think we were here. I'll check the file. How about that? this. This has examples. Let me just finish this part. So let's do this. Okay, concurrency. Ignore concurrency. Before this gets crazy, should we should probably put this stuff on the ERB page, but probably we need to make this. This is just a generic. So we're going to take 10-minute break and then stream till 11 and call it night. But when we get back, working on Tokyo. Currency. See you in a bit. Well, one second. I'm gonna switch the cameras around. I need to get that battery. Uh, no, data now. What is that? Nope. Snort. Come on. Let's stay on for 10 seconds. No, neither.